Good morning. Happy Sunday. Today I'm going to teach you part two of yoga, which is related to more about high blood pressure and sugar and diabetes. How, with these certain yoga asanas, you can cure your own diabetes, high blood pressure. This also helps for folks who wants to lose weight and who have restless anxiety, any of those things. So the key thing, and I'll tell you, the key thing that one wants to know here is how can you actually transfer your sympathetic system to parasympathetic system. All we're trying to do is that to calm our nervous system. And these are few techniques that if you solely want to focus on anxiety, migraine, headache, blood pressure, and diabetes, these are set of yogas followed by pranayamas I'm going to teach you today. And what you can do on a daily basis is that you just open this video and follow through along. Okay? So with that, the key thing I want you to remember is I want to make sure that throughout the entire process, our spine is above our organs, okay, and our head is below our heart. And then during this whole process, how we can throw toxins out of our own body is what I'm going to show you. How you can alternate certain breaths, some patterns, and how you can do it. Okay? With no further ado, I want you to stand up and I want to show you first to do 3 sets of Surya Namaskars to warm up our body to get into the mode of curing ourselves. Okay, let's go ahead. I want you to stand, okay, face towards the east. Inhale, exhale. See if you can put your hands onto the floor. And if you're not speaking, please mute your phone. Relax your head. Okay, relax your head. And what I want you to do is bend your knees. Okay, and please mute your phone, please. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so can't hear properly. Yes. So put your hands right on front of your floor, in front of your feet. Relax your head. Okay. And I want you to suck your stomach and pull your diaphragm up and relax your head. What am I doing here? I'm stretching my hamstring. I'm stretching my upper arms. When you stretch, you're gushing that blood. Where is that blood gushing? Into your head. And you're taking the support of the gravity. Here is where, when the blood gushes into it, you are changing from sympathetic to parasympathetic system. What happens here? You're relaxed. Your hormones are released. Serotonin, melatonin, endorphins, all of them are released. So you feel relaxed and calm. So not too much pressure on your heart. Okay? Relax. Put your head down. Take your right leg back. Here, what I want you to do in this posture, okay, when you're here like this, I want you to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And just make sure when you're doing the left side of your organs, your stomach, your pancreas, your spleen are on the thighs. Very simple. You put this on the thigh area. We're massaging it. My spine is above my heart. My organs are being massaged by my weight, and I'm expelling my toxins through my breath. And you can do it. And I always say, exhale the last bout of your breath through your mouth. Now into your plank. Pull your feet together and squeeze your buttocks and have the hips move forward like this, like this. Okay, like that. Now to Ashta Anga Namaskara. Here I want you to exhale completely with your mouth. Stay there. Back and stretch as back as you can. Put your both the feet together. Slight elbow bends and stretch back. To Adho Mukha Swanyasan. Both the feet together and completely planted on the ground. And push your head in between your arms. Stay there. And right leg forward. This time, the entire right side of the body is on my thighs. Right? Like this. Exhale completely with your mouth. Inhale. Stay there. Left leg forward. Exhale completely with your mouth. Push your stomach inside. Pull your abdominal up. Meaning your diaphragm goes up. And relax your neck. This is also good. Stay there. Also good for people who have PCODs, fibroids, cysts, because you're sucking it up. And that's the key thing. Suck your stomach in and pull your diaphragm up. Go ahead. Inhale, bend back. Exhale. Right leg back. Back. Make sure your plank position, you're pushing your hips forward. This way. Your pelvic moves forward. You're engaging your pelvic, bringing the blood there. Good. Now, once you're there, I want you to relax in between. And here is where I ask you to do Kapalabhati. Okay? High blood pressure, don't do it faster. All you do it. You're relaxing in between. You're not wasting time between your asanas. At the same time, you're actually throwing your toxins out through the regular Kapalabhati. Now take a long breath. Exhale completely with your mouth. Squeezing your stomach this way. Now you're ready. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Virasana with Kapalabhati. What exactly it is? What happens in doing the Virasana? This is also helpful for folks who have urinary tract infections. This is also helpful for men who have a potential prostate enlargement issue. So we're gonna do the Virasana. How do we sit that? you're going to sit like this with your buttocks on the floor. Okay? Just on the floor. Assuming that's how you sit, I want your knees to be put together like this. Okay, like this. Now, with that, now we're ready to do the Kapalbhati. But except in this asana, I would ask you to do the Kapalbhati with your mouth. Okay? What exactly it is? Because we're trying to throw the toxins out at the same time, relaxing our system and bringing the blood circulation to the pelvic and the urinary tract area. So, what we do? If you can put your feet together, put a towel, wrap it around, or you can take a support like this. Okay, open up your palms like this, the way I will ask you to do. Inhale, exhale with your mouth, and pause for a second. Again, inhale, pause for a second. Inhale, after you're done 5, we're going to do 21 regular Kapalbhatis. Inhale and exhale. Okay. We have done standing asanas for the blood pressure. Now we're going to do the sitting ones. Now, what we're going to do with the sitting, we're going to do some movements of our limbs. Okay. So I want you to sit regularly right now. We have done this multiple times. It's the same thing. You open up your arms, and when you exhale forcefully, and you bring the arms down with a fist closing. What are we trying to? We're squeezing the entire body, squeezing the entire body, because when you exhale, what you do? You're expelling everything. Now we do with force. What happens? The lymph nodes gets activated here. So the lymphatic system gets activated. With your limbs, when you're closing this, what happens? You're using intercostal muscles here. You're squeezing it. You're expelling the lung capacity. And I always tell the last bout of breath should always come with the mouth so that you're throwing the toxins out. So in this case, you can use your mouth to exhale. Okay. So what we're going to do, inhale. But when I do it with force, I'm expelling them. So you will see that all the toxins, entire body is being expelled with your blood circulation expelling it. And what happens during this breath? The ductless glands, which are in our blood, they actually get activated. They actually get releasing the hormones. So those hormones are good to relax your brain. And when the brain relaxes, the parasympathetic nervous system kicks in. When that happens, the entire body, the endocrine system, and your lungs and your heart, everything relaxes. So that's the key thing. Okay. That's why we use the limbs as well. So when you open up your hands, and when you bring down, you make a fist and exhale. We're going to do 21 times. Okay. Do with me. Now relaxed. Now what we do is that we inhale our breath completely into it. We call abdominal breathing. Stomach comes forward just like a pot. Okay, and then relaxingly release with your nose. So we're going to do 3 breaths before I go and to the next asana. Let's do that. Not hear you. Not able to hear. Now you're completely relaxed, right? Now what I want you to do is stretch one leg the other side like this. Okay. Here is where we're bringing our spine on top of our organs and bringing our blood to the head area. So we're going to relax. That's when your heart rate slowly drops down. Okay? All right. With right leg stretched, left leg here, turn towards the right side. Okay? If you're not able to hold your feet, just hold your big toe. Okay? Hold your big toe and then slowly bring the left side as well and stretch this way. Okay, if you can't, hold a towel and pull it and then use that to bend your head downwards. Okay, do as much as you can. If you can't go all the way down, that's totally fine. But what I want you to know is that you need to put your head down as much as you can. And in this posture, I want you to exhale completely out and then go into that asana. We call Janu Sirsa Asana. Janu in Sanskritam is knee, Sirsa is your head. Okay, Janu Sirsa Asana. The more the time you stay here, the quicker you're going to come out of high blood pressure. Always remember that. We need to relaxingly go. Always take minimum 3 breaths between asana. Do not rush, especially when we are doing asanas for high blood pressure. It is not the number, it is the quality of your asanas. And do the other side. And let's say, suppose you're not able to do this the way you wanted it. At least try to bend. And at least if you're not able to bend your knees, totally fine. Open up this knee. Totally okay. And then go slowly this way. Use use a towel. Use a towel. No worries. Use a towel. And just do this. In doing so, you're also massaging your stomach. People with gas, digestive issues, distension, any of those things are also going to help. These asanas may be for a blood pressure, these asanas may be for something else, but an asana helps the body completely. That's the beauty. So don't say that, oh, this asana is not required for me. Never. Asanas is a cosmic posture. Always remember that. It has its own benefits. Okay? If you're not able to do it, you can relax this leg and you can hold a towel and go down. Just make sure when you're bending forward, you breathe out completely with your mouth. Like this. Okay? All right, let's go ahead. Start here. Adjust your posture. Completely exhale. Go down. Take 3 breaths. Good. So always when we do these asanas, I want you to remember we are a peaceful soul, which is Om Shanti. Right? We as a human beings always ask, I need love, I need peace, I want happiness. We always say, I want, I want, I want. We never say, I am peace, I am love, I have happiness, I radiate happiness. The thought process of this completely changes our mind. And I always ask in the class, you bring a conscious, clear mind, half of our diseases will be eliminated because most of them originate in our mind, right? Though physically in our gut, but our thought process. I am peace. I am happy. I radiate love. I am love. The thought process itself changes. Automatically, your mind secretes those kind of hormones, the healing hormones. Always remember that. It's not that I'm able to do the posture. Okay? We cannot hear you, Vasuji. Oh, is it the case with everyone? You guys can't hear me?
Yes, it's intermittent.
Oh, okay. Sorry, when I do this asanas, my voice goes so low, so I'll try to speak high and loud.
Maybe you should be just closer to the computer or your phone because I think because it's so far.
Okay.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay. Is that the case even in the YouTube live? I don't see any problem in the YouTube live, but that's okay.
No, that YouTube was fine.
Okay, thank you. All right, the next one, as I said, right, when we do this asana, I want you to consciously connect with yourself. Asanas is your own time, it's a meditation time, it's an appointment with our own self. So do not bring a cluttered mind to the yoga mat. Yoga mat is a pavitra place where you heal, you rejuvenate, and you evolve. This is a point and a time where we ascend, the ascension point. So that's when you bring, say that I am love, I am peace, I am the source of happiness for people around me. I radiate love. That's the thought process. Okay? All right. Now let's go to do Paschima Uttana Asana, wherein both the legs are together here, like this. Okay? Now the toes should forward towards you. Your spine is straight, knees are straight. Okay, this is it. People who can't do it, at least start in this posture. Hold a towel, exhale completely, and just go like this. Totally fine. Okay, just make sure that you're completely exhaling out, and you can do Viparita Swasa. Like that's totally fine. Okay, the more you stay in this posture, the more the benefits are. We'll start to see at least 10 seconds. Completely exhale. Liver issues, stomach issues, intestine issues, pancreatic issues, all of them will go away. This is one of the most wonderful asanas one can do. Anything related to digestive system. Okay, let's do one more time. Inhale. The key thing is I want you to suck your stomach inside. Right? Inhale. Exhale completely out. And pull your diaphragm up like this. Right? You're ready now. Now do 3 breaths. Good. Now the same thing I ask you to do in the sitting postures, which in this case, instead of bending this leg forward, I ask you to bend backward. Okay? Bend backward. This is good for folks who have issues with painful periods. Constantly they urinate, right? Constantly they have pain in the pelvic area. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to exercise the muscles. Same thing like Dr. Kegel, we call the Kegel workouts, wherein you're expanding, you're extending, you're exercising the pelvic area. Most of the time, we don't work on our pelvic area. And that is the reason why we see a lot of energy blocked here. Okay, so this is the one where we stretch. It's a 90 degree. Okay, we call this as tiranga. Okay, tiranga, and uttana, padma, uttanasana, something like where a combination of padma, where you're folding here, and a combination where you are actually also doing Janusirsasana, right? So all is combined. So you make a nice right angle triangle here. You turn towards the right side. Same thing. Exhale completely out. This burns the fat around your stomach as well as a byproduct. People who do these asanas, which I just mentioned, you will never have diabetes in your life. No sugar issues because you are activating the liver area. You're activating the pancreatic area. You're activating the entire digestive system. So they all are in harmony. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do the other one. Good. All right. The next one, this is purely for diabetes. Okay. And folks who have a painful monthly cycles and periods, what you can also do, take a pillow. Okay, if you have a pillow, this is for periods. Okay, for a regular diabetes and a blood sugar issues, we call Manduka Asana. What exactly I am trying to do here? I am trying to suck the entire stomach inside, have your diaphragm go up, and then you bend forward, except you're using your hands. You can use your fist with thumb circled with the fingers, or place your hands on each other. Okay, either way it's fine, but just to make sure when you go down, you pull your elbows towards it. You tuck it. You tuck it, and then I want you to be there for 30 seconds if you can. If you can, 5 seconds is fine. Okay, let's do it. Exhale completely out. Good. I want you all to know the fundamentals of an asana before you do it. The building blocks. What does this asana does? Why am I doing this asana? We as a human body, on a daily basis, we breathe around 22,000 cycles of breath, right? Same thing, we have a certain amount of energy, blood, right? What do? We actually take the certain amount of blood and energy that we have and we shift. Okay, I'm having a migraine, I'm depressed, get me that energy there. Okay, I'm having a stomach issue, get me that energy there. It's just that the thought process. When you're pushing this and you're bending forward, you created a depression in this area. With this lock, the energy is not moving down. There's a lock here, right? A minimum blood and energy is here, most of it are here. Now you're squeezing even that is going up. Now you're taking the help of the gravity and bending forward. So the entire blood energy comes forward. So your thyroid, your insomnia, your depression, migraine, headache, ENT issues, all of them will be resolved because you're having fresh blood go there. And what happens, this amount of energy, when I'm bringing it down, it goes to the area where I have a depression. So in that way, all my organs are rejuvenated. In one case, your parasympathetic nervous system is activated. So I take care of my heart and the blood pressure. And the other thing, when I release it, I'm taking care of my digestive system. So remember that. Here it tells as a yogi, your food, your time, your actions, your thoughts are all very limited. You're very conscious of what you do. Your food waste, what the food that you eat, you want to make sure that is sattvic. You create and less waste on the planet. That's what it becomes. It automatically transforms. There's nothing about it. Okay. So with that thought process, now I want you consciously go along with your energy to the head area. And when it comes back, consciously come back to the stomach area. So you're connecting your mind as well with the breath. So inhale, exhale completely out. Good. That's it. That's as simple as it is. Now, what we do is that we massage our entire organs. Now, how do we do it? You inhale, exhale completely out. Start right under your rib cage onto the left side and use both your hands to squeeze it. You completely exhale. Now go down, come to the right, under your rib cage. Now inhale. In any of the time when you're doing this, if you felt pain on the right side or on the left side or the bottom, it is an indication that you're eating too much or you're not digesting properly. Okay? You're not digesting properly. Either you have a gas, you have a distension, or you're bloated. That's just an idea and diagnostic to tell you that what you were at last night or the previous day has generated some kind of a gas, or you're having something around it. Assuming that that's what we have, how do we improve our digestion system, right? If your digestive system, the entire gut has more neurons than our brain. So this is our second brain. So we want to make sure we clean and clear this. The next one I'm going to teach you is Agni Sara. Okay? We're going to invoke our Jadar Agni, the king of all 13 Agnis that we have. So how do we do that? You inhale your breath and you completely exhale out. Completely exhale out. And the last breath, you exhale through your mouth. And once it is there, I want you to flap your stomach forward and forward and backward without breathing. Anytime you have a digestive problem, do these three things. One is Agnisara, second is Kapalabhati, and third thing is take ginger. Okay, take ginger and little bit of salt and lemon and eat it before 10 to 15 minutes of eating your food. Your digestive system, the rasa dhatu, will be really rich because it secretes the digestive juices. Okay, so we're going to do the Agnisara. How you do it? Inhale, exhale completely, and now flap your stomach forward and backward without breathing. Inhale. The secret of breath was released to Mata Parvati by Shiva. We call the yoga as Shiva Swara Yoga Sadhana, the secret of breath. If you know how to breathe, you heal yourself. Based on the breath, the restlessness breath that you have tells that your anxiety, right? There's a potential chance that you can get a headache. But if you breathe peacefully, one breath, completely inhale, fill your stomach with the breath, and then release out completely out. Let's do one breath, and I'll tell you what happens when you do that way. Certain hormones are secreted in our bloodstream. The ductless glands in the blood, they release these hormones. Our parasympathetic nervous system gets activated. So it calms down, your heart rate falls down. That's why breath is associated with everything, whether you realize it or not. That's why in between yogasanas, conscious breathing is very important for us to connect to the only source, which is the truth, which is who we are. Okay. All right. Now we're done with the sitting ones. Now I will tell this one. The remaining ones which I'm going to teach you today, which not only help for blood pressure, but people who are suffering with thyroid, people who are suffering with anxiety, depression, and most important, people who have issues with piles, blood stools, and digestion issues as well. Okay? So if you cannot lift your legs, take the support of a wall. Okay? Take the support of a wall. We're going to put our feet up 90-degree to your body. Okay? Lie down. And I told you with the pillow thing, I might have forgotten, is that whenever you're having the painful periods, you don't want to do it. I was telling you, Keep a pillow in between like this. Exhale and stay like this. You can do this posture while sleeping, sitting, or any other stuff because this helps to activate the energy here. So it takes care of the pain area and flushes it out. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Bring your legs up. We're bringing all the energy and the blood to this area, into our stomach area, right? All right. Stay there if you can. Make sure your knees are straight. All right. Now, the next one, what I want you to do is that do Sarvanga Asana, Sarva Anga Asana. This is called the mother of all asanas or the queen of all asanas. And have your chin touch to the sternum or to the rib cage. Prostate issues will be resolved with this. Thyroid issues will be resolved with this. Then we're going to go to Halasana. So you bring your legs towards the back. Back here. And again go back to Halasana. Sarvangasana. Come back here and relax to Savasana. And let's say someone who's also having a lower back problem with these legs up. I want you to bring both of them towards the side. And same thing, the other side. Good. All right. Relax. Now again, do your 3 breaths. Good. The next one I'm going to teach you is Setu Bandha Asana, also called very loosely bridge pose. This is good for folks who have thyroid problem, who also have lower back problem, plus high blood pressure and diabetes. Let's say we have these 4 combinations. How do this asana helps? We're going to stretch and massage our spine, expand and open our chest, relax it. And then what we're going to do, we're going to massage our abdominal organs by stretching that. And by stretching our throat, I already told you before in previous class, anyone who has a thyroid issues, all we need to do is that stretch that neck. As simple as lying on the bed onto the edge and have your neck dangle. So you can also do that. Or you can do Setu Bandhasana, which is what I'm about to show. First, we're going to go to Ustrasana. I'll start with Ustrasana. Hold your legs here, okay, on your ankles. Start like that. Exhale and open it up. Good. Now you're done with that. That's a very simple one before I go to the previous one. And I will show in steps. Relax, bring your legs towards you, raise your hips up like that, like this. If you can, take a support of your hands this way. We're bringing the blood and energy towards the throat area, like this. Okay? Now, if you're able to do this, I ask you to stretch your throat for the thyroid. How do I stretch? I make my head like this, right? Like that. I stretch my throat area and pushing it up. And relax. Good. The last one on the sleeping one, which I want to show you, which is also called chakrasana. Okay? The wheel pose, wherein you do the same thing, except this time instead of supporting with your head, you're going to use your arms. This will help for lethargic, shoulder pain, anything around the neck area and the cervical area. It helps you to open it up because we are usually tend to bend our neck forward, not backward. Same thing, we tend to bring slouch and arch our back, not the backwards. So this balances all the deformities of our day-to-day lifestyle. Same thing, just try. If you can't do it, at least try so that you're making your body aware that this is my original state. Raise your hips up this way, same thing. Now bring your hands next to the ears, okay? Like this. You ready? Now I want you to raise it up and go up. And come down. And relax. Good. Turn to the right. If someone is having a hip problem, you always turn to the side where you're having a hip problem and stretch like this and come back. Good. Catch your breath. The next one is pranayama. Let's say you couldn't do any of these things, and it is very well possible. Just with your breath, you can activate the parasympathetic nervous system. Your heart rate will come down. Okay? So we'll go in a two-step. People who have anxiety, depression, and high blood pressure, let's say we have that scenario. So what I ask you to do is breathe for 10 seconds, hold your breath for 1 to 2 seconds, and not long, because people with high blood pressure, you shouldn't hold your breath. But if you're having anxiety, then you hold your breath for a few seconds, and then you release your breath either same time or longer than your inhalation. Okay? And the key thing in this whole process, the final breath, release with your mouth. Okay? We're expelling that last bit of toxins which are left in our body. So I'll show you one and follow with me. Do 3 breaths like that. Inhale, good. Now we're going to do Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. I want you to observe very subtle change in your body. Any diseases that manifest in the physical form, first the change happens in the subtle body, in the subtle state. No other thing can touch the subtle body on the subtle level other than our breath and our consciousness. And that's why we're using that bit of spiritual science to incorporate in our breath work, because Nadi Shodhana does that magic for us. Nadi, the meridians, the channels, okay, we're purifying it. The 72,000 nadis that we have, the most important of them are 7. And then among it, on our Nabi, the source of our creation from our mother's womb, needs to be cleansed, purified. That's why we call this as a solar plexus. I have done that video, activating solar plexus through yoga. You purify that, you see that everything else is working properly. Okay? So, the same concept. Through Nadi Shodhana, we are actually doing the Shuddhi Karana to all the 72,000 nadis, which are at a subtle level. Now, you may ask me, what is this energy? This is nerve energy, an energy that you cannot see in our system, is that it activates the neurons, the nerve energy, like an electric signal. You can't see it, but it does the magic. The same thing it does. Those are the nerve energy, this pranic energy. Now that's what we're going to activate. How do we do? We start with our left nostril. You inhale with your left, close your left nostril, exhale through the right. After exhalation, right, you inhale again through the right and you exhale through the left. That is one cycle. We'll do 3 cycles. But make sure that you use your ring finger to your left nostril and your thumb finger to your right nostril, because they denote the fire and the water element or the earth element here. Okay, let's do that. Inhale with your left nostril. Inhale when I say inhale completely. And when I say exhalation, exhale very slowly. No rush. I only ask 3 breaths. So let's not be in a rush. That's it. Now take the breath with both the nostrils. Good. The next one is for folks who cannot do any of these things. It's a very simple asanas with pranayama. Okay, so we're going to do that with your both hands firmly planted, with your knees making a nice rectangle like this. Okay, the thing is, I want you to crunch your back and slouch it and arch it when you exhale. But this time, I'm asking you to exhale only with your mouth. Okay, this is also good for folks who have spine issues. Okay, inhale like this. You arch your back, your stomach is forward. Inhale like this. Okay, your, your buttocks is up, your back is slouched, and your head is up like this. Okay, and when you exhale with your mouth. Okay, like that. So we're gonna do that. Don't do it in rush. Never do it in rush, because we're addressing high blood pressure, we're addressing the lower back issues and digestive issues. So we always wanted to make sure we do it along with the breath. Inhale, exhale with your mouth. Good. Now we're gonna go in a balasana and do the same thing. Go like this. Pull your hands up, stretch it. We're stretching the upper portion of our spine. Stretch like this. What we do here in this asana, our liver, our stomach touches our thighs and we breathe. Do not fold your toes. The toes should be on the ground. We want to stretch the entire feet because this is helpful for entire nerve ring endings which gets activated for plantar fascia, people who have feet pain, burning. So for them as well. So you use that. You're having your stomach as well as your liver touching your thighs. You're going down. Here is also your inhaling with your nose and exhaling with your mouth. Good. You must have felt your own stomach feeling on your thighs, your own liver feeling on your thighs. Okay. The last one today, I'm going to teach you. This is for folks to open their pelvic as well as to relax your breath. Okay, start with your feet together, interlocking your hands and the palms holding the toes and placing on it. Now do this way. Okay, do this when you bring all the way up and down like this. Okay, now if you are able to do it further, bring your feet further down towards like this and do it. Now, with the knowledge that you gained in today's class, now you can take it to the next level for the same thing. What did I say? The spine should be above our organs, our head should be below our heart line, right? And also opening up our pelvic. So, what asana can we do here? Very simple. You apply all this together. You have your legs and pelvic stretched, nice and good. People who do this will never have pelvic pains, period pains, enlarged prostate issues, no matter whatsoever, right? Not only that, now we're going to heal our lower back, our spine, and also work on our high blood pressure and thyroid, right? How do we do it? Inhale, exhale, and bend forward. Okay, if you can bend this much, it's totally fine. But if you're able to put your head towards your feet, that's the best thing. And come up. That's it. The whole idea of this class is to give you the basic building blocks and the reasons why we do certain asanas, how you can put together. Now you can put a package together for your own body based on your own flexibility. Okay. So with that, I will end the class here. The recording is in the YouTube. You can open it on a daily basis and do it. And always remember, when you come to the yoga mat, bring your conscious, selfless Atman and do what it is. And once you get off the yoga mat, you're ready to serve the humanity. Start with you, radiate love, peace, happiness, rather than I want to I give. With that, I'll let you guys go. I'll see you guys in my next class. That is 6 a.m. on a weekdays. Thank you.
Thank you, Vasaji. Thank you, Vasaji. Thank you so much, and thank you for explaining every step.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes.